Episode 1 Origins. In the beginning, in the world of Redia, the great kingdom was peaceful. People could live and love how they pleased. Our story begins with the most brave of the king's knights. This is our hero, Alistair.
Hello, I'm Alistair.
Alistair is a very valiant and strong-willed man. He had a strong love for women, in particular Avinia, his childhood sweetheart. She watched him grow into the knight and man that he now has become. Alistair and Avinia's love was boundless and grew over time. They planted a tree as a monument to their life together. They were happy. Alistair was the king's most trusted guard and right-hand man, general of the Great Land's army. As his right-hand man, he would serve his kingdom at all costs, he would kill for his kingdom, and he was sworn to serve and protect all who she lay home to. Unbeknownst to Alistair and Avinia, King desired for Avinia greatly. Devising a plan, King sends Alistair to the Great Sands Desert in search of rebels. Unknowingly, Alistair travels there to dispatch the adversaries, only to be assassinated by the king's men and betrayed, just as the king had planned. He was the kingdom's strongest and bravest knight, but the odds were 10 to 1 against him. Upon his assassination, his soul is lifted into the spirit realm where he meets the angel Justice. Meanwhile, the king brings news to the word Avinia and lies, saying how Alistair has fallen in the battle against the rebels, when really he had planned his assassination with his own soldiers. He asks her to be his queen. Repulsed and angered at the king's loose story, Avinia binds herself to the tree in which her and Alistair had planted as a monument to their love, vowing to wait until her loved knight to return. She could see directly through the story of the king. Enraged, King plunges the kingdom into turmoil and becomes a tyrant. Awaking in a bright white plain, Alistair has now met with the angel Justice.
I have seen your betrayal, and I feel compassion. I give you, Alistair, not only a second chance to redeem your lost love, but I give to you the armor of the ancient SummonWithin. Be warned, forces greater than the king are at work. Use the armor to vanquish all evil.
Alistair has now taken the ancient form of the Punisher. Awakening in the world of the living and the mortal, Alistair now meets the rebel leader Windchaser and her steed Sprint. With formalities made and suspicions erased, they become friends in a short time. Soon after Alistair adjusts to his new armor and explains what happened with his assassination to Windchaser, they are startled by a fleeing pack of Dansandas being chased by two Charuzas who are trying to have their evening meal. The Charuzas are mates, and when together are twice as powerful. Windchaser and Punisher then defeat the two Charuzas, who saw our characters as barriers between them and their meal, and therefore our heroes seal their newfound friendship. Now they must decide what to do with the king. Their next move will determine all future events for not only the kingdom, but for every other summoner, as there are bigger forces to be dealt with. Bigger than the king, and bigger than themselves. To be continued.